Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Michelle, and welcome to my channel, Upgrade in Progress. I started this channel like about a year and a half ago to just share, some of the experiences that I was having as I kind of woke up a couple years back, meaning, I was able to sort of lift the lid and start seeing things from a very different perspective. And I don't want this video to go down any particular rabbit holes because I want to stay focused on just kind of holding the frequency and being there in this place of love. But the last few years for me has been, kind of going through a wash cycle of getting rid of all my old, wounds and traumas and limiting beliefs and, letting go of things that, are not me, coming into exactly who I am and the recognition that, we are definitely more than these bodies. I spend a lot of time in meditation, especially this year. It's really been amped up. And a lot of amazing, beautiful things are happening when we tap into these higher energies. And I've gotten some videos, and I want to continue to do that more. I really do, but I'm sensing a little bit of resistance from the universe for me putting this out just yet. And I'm meeting that resistance is coming in the forms of trouble uploading the videos. So I kind of have this sense that, I can share and I can do what I need to do because this is really just my way of connecting to the outside world, because I'm literally sort of over here alone, kind of holding the frequency. And I don't say that in a victim mentality. I say that in a, that's just sort of the way that things happen as you raise your vibration and see things from a different perspective. People start falling away because people hold on to their beliefs. And if we hold on too tight to anything or anyone, we recognize that sometimes keeps us from ascending into sort of the higher consciousness and the higher vibrations. It's sort of like the analogy of a, kind of a hot air balloon, in letting go of all the dead weight. And that's never meant like I still have connections with people, absolutely. And I love very deeply, but I've let go of the attachments, meaning that there's any emotional baggage connected to them, meaning, whether it's a family member, and I'm hanging on to them simply because they have the title of sister or aunt or brother or whatever, and recognizing that those titles don't work anymore if the relationship and those two people are not on the same vibration. So a lot of relationships are kind of going to the wayside because we're realizing that, I don't care if you are my brother or my sister or, my father or my uncle or my cousin. If we don't resonate with each other anymore, then either you're holding me back or I'm holding you back, because right now we're just kind of in this major growth period, because it looks like we're stagnating. It looks like, kind of the world as we knew it came to a standstill and just changed overnight, because now there's a price and there's a cost. And the price to play in today's world is a mask. That is the price of admission to play in the world that we have right now. And if you don't have a mask, you basically can't play. Because you're being vilified, you're being bullied, you're being attacked, you're being canceled. Anybody who's not in alignment with what the mainstream wants you to do is basically being annihilated. But here's the thing, we're not going to be annihilated at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. we are coming into the golden age. We are coming into our freedom, our sovereignty, and our abundance. Look up NESARA and JSARA, the National Economic Security and Recovery Act. That's NESARA, and JSARA is the Global Economic Security and Recovery Act. So there is light at the end of this tunnel, and I've said that before. Right now is the storm, and it is woo. And I'm not following Q, and I'm not getting my, I've done sporadics, but I'm not following anything. I see breadcrumbs. I pick up my breadcrumbs, but I'm not attached to any paradigm right now other than ascension. And for me, ascension means raising our vibration, raising our frequency, and starting with the body. And the reason I'm following this is because I know it to be true because I embodied it. So 3 years ago when I said, I'm getting rid of all medications, and I'm taking charge of my body, and I surrendered, and I started, just slowly bending over. Literally, I started just bending over. I went from extreme back problems and arthritis to taking control and being in the best shape of my life. So I've felt the frequency change in my body physically, and it still is. It is, this ascension process is through the body. So I happen to know that this whole pandemic is an attempt to block ascension because it's hindering every part of what we need to successfully ascend. So we need healthy bodies. We need oxygen. Breathing is a huge part of starting to heal our body. And I know this because I do it every single day. I am going into these healing sessions, these smoga sessions, and I have a couple already recorded several months ago. So I encourage you to go back because there is an automatic flow of energy and spirit. And, I don't know how to name it. I've seen some other people and they talk about this and they talk about that and they say it's this and they say it's that, but I haven't yet gotten any sort of confirmation that that's what it is. So that's why I'm not saying this is what it is and this is what it is. I'm simply going, this is my experience, and it's beautiful and it's amazing, and it is what is keeping me sane as the world is falling around. Because like I said, I'm absolutely almost completely alone, meaning there's nobody around me that's supporting me. There's nobody going, Michelle, you're doing great, keep going. There's nobody cheering me on. Nobody, not one single person. But I don't need that because I'm getting it from within, and I'm still vibrating, and the frequency I'm holding is unconditional love. And it's not because of what's going on around me. And I don't share that because I want sympathy or anything like that, or feeling bad. I'm saying that because that's what needed to happen. Either I chose that or it needed to happen. I literally needed to get alone or feel rejected from the whole entire world to find the love that has grown so profoundly in me that I know that's what's taken me into this new reality and this new operating system. Because there's no way that I would ever believe that what I've been through, body, mind, and soul, was in vain. I'm being prepared. Many of us are being prepared because I'm not doing this alone. I go into this meditative state. I put myself into this trance, and then I'm surrounded by benevolence, entities, beings, spirits, energy, whatever it is that moves through my body and moves everything that I wouldn't even think to move. And it hurts. I mean, it kicks my butt a lot of times, but I know that it's healing, and it's so slow that it's like being put through a washer that is purifying body, mind, and soul. I mean, I'm not a religious person, but something is happening when we allow it. because I allow this. I recognized a couple years back that there was some benevolent, angelic presence around me that was helping me, and then that just kind of helped me surrender and get into this higher consciousness and that healing and start my business, Upgrade in Progress Transformative Healing. And I believe this new world that we're coming into, this higher consciousness, is we're going to be teaching others solely based on our own journey and our own experience. And we might be able to use some of our old 3D, education and experience as a foundation, but it's truly the information that's being birthed through us that will have the most, I think, the most helpful content for other people. It's not necessarily what others are teaching. It's really more, the organic experience that we're helping people tap into. So it's not, not follow this cult or this person or this. This is being driven. Even my business would be, and my purpose and what I want to do is driving people inside. So I might just be laying the foundation to go, this might be helpful, or pick a sound, or, prepare your environment or get comfortable or whatever the case may be. But this is your journey into your universe. The journey to the center of the universe is where this new earth and new consciousness and new higher living living from the heart is we're moving away. Because we see how this is getting us in trouble. This right here, what is stored up here is what is creating the divide, because I believe this and you believe that. You're on the left and I'm on the right. That's all here. But those of us that can love and go, okay, you're on the left and I'm on the right, and I love you. You want to wear a mask and I don't. Okay, I love you. But we have to be able to get out of the energy of, you're not wearing a mask or you're voting for Trump. That's toxic energy. That's 3D energy. And that energy is the limiting beliefs and the emotional wounds and, our own stuff being projected. So it starts to make sense how we have to disconnect from that in order to find the solution. So, the fifth dimension or new earth, our new world, the new golden era, whatever's coming in needs to be created, and it needs to be created from the heart so that everybody's included. There is no, you have to do this, nor, there is no, you have to prove that you are negative, to come in. It's not like that. That's the old paradigm. There is no duality. So I hope, I hope that whoever sees this, if anybody, that you find the information helpful. It's not meant to conflict. And again, I encourage anybody who wants to leave a message that is negative or in opposition, because my response is going to be whatever you project onto me is a reflection of yourself. So I invite you to sit with that. It will not affect me. I will recognize it. And I hope it, triggers are our breadcrumbs. If we don't recognize that our triggers are trying to teach us something. So in other words, an emotional trigger is just going to keep regurgitating itself because it brings up the emotion in you. And then we, stand through, no, you must wear a mask. No, you must wear a mask. So that's what I mean by emotional trigger. It's not until we can pull back and go, oh, okay. But we can't do it in the same energy. So I guess what I'm saying is, this is our time to turn in and alchemize. This is the year of alchemy. Maybe next year will be the year of alchemy, because this is the year that it's all coming up. But either way, we're moving into needing to alchemize, needing to be aware of the energy and the beliefs and what we're putting out and what we're holding in, and then having a decision to make whether or not we want to continue to do that and feel that way and be that way, or do I want something different? And I remember going through that. I remember recognizing I don't like being near this person because I feel like I have to defend myself, or it just drains your energy. And so for me, that process changed when I made that decision and go, no, I can't hang on to this anymore. It drains me too much. So I wanted to lighten my load because I want to live a life that is free, that is fun, that is abundant, that is joyful, that is creative, that is expressive, and that is unique for every individual, because you are not me and I am not you. Ultimately, we are. I am you and you are me. But in this expression, in this physical expression, we are here to be unique. That's why we're here, to be unique, but we report back, or report to God, or whatever it is, whatever it is. It's sort of like express yourself. And so if you look at some of my videos where I'm doing smoke sessions, that's exactly it. Because what I feel like when this spirit and this energy is moving through me, I literally feel like I am playing a symphony for God. I feel like I'm playing instruments, and I feel like God is pleased. I feel like the angels are pleased. I feel like what they're saying to me is that is your unique soul expression. That is how, you've allowed me to come in you, the spirit, the energy, whatever it is. I don't know. I won't stand firm and say it is Jesus, but there's a benevolent presence. I have tapped into higher consciousness. So whatever it is, I welcome it because it feels good. I know it's healing for me. And I know that when I start my session versus when I end it, that is alchemy. A lot of times I'll start a session when I've been exposed to kind of negativity, whether it's on social media or I'm just feeling kind of the collective anxiety or uncertainty. I'll go, I need a session. And I'll go pick my music and I'll smudge the house or, my space. I'll start my breathing practices, I'll start my ritual, and then I just get into this space, and then eventually it just starts flowing, and it is a beautiful expression. And there's more to come, but there's already some videos on there. So I encourage you, because everybody has a unique expression, a creative way to say, I am here. And I am sovereign, and this is what I'm doing on this earth. And I can't wait to hear it, and I can't wait to see it. But as long as this is what I'm seeing, then that's not it. Because this is not a unique expression, regardless of what you think the underlying things are. Elevate past that. This is not a unique expression, and we need to move in towards that. So I'm going to see you in the higher realms. I promise you, because you're getting ready to let go. And as soon as you let go, you find you, and you find the love that's in your heart. And then you just start, you start glowing, and that's the beauty. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see all the kind of luminaries floating around and expressing themselves the way that they were meant to. So I love you. Thank you for taking this journey and hanging in there, and I'll see you on the next one.